little game of mine, and he said, no, get on, 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 picking this little game of mine, and he said,
have you read Hayden?
What the hell? Hayden Penettiere's ex Brian Hickerson confirms every abuse allegation in her memoir and tells fans to read his chapter. I Did It. Oh, we're going to be hearing about Miss Hayden Penettiere's situation for the next couple of months, which I don't have a problem with, you know.
Hayden's book. So what did you think?
People are saying that her death is suspicious. People are saying that.
Hayden's book's incredible.
Despite some of the, kind of rehashing some of the things that happened between you guys, you still thought it was good?
No, I think it's great. I think everyone should read it. I mean, the domestic violence stuff that I think is like 272, page 272, my chapter. Everybody should read it. Yeah.
Man, he sound country than the motherfucker, and he sounds slow.
How was it for you?
And sluggish.
Reading that?
But it was, who wants to read something about themselves like that, right? But, you got to be vulnerable, and, I did it. So,
Was there anything before that you asked Hayden to keep out of the book?
Yeah.
What did you not want her to talk about in the book?
So there's
This is damn near a joke, bro.
a story where I was drunk, right? Hayden was standing across the room, and I had a phone in my hand, and I said, Hayden, I'll give you 10
Somebody's gonna make fun of this.
seconds to run as fast as
I could foresee a skit about this whole interview right here, because this is truly a joke.
you can before
I am laughing in the inside, I promise
I
you.
throw it at you.
Yeah, that would be very tough to read
You can tell the interviewer is very irritated.
about yourself, but also would be a horrific situation to be in as well.
Of course.
Do you think this is an important chapter for not just survivors to read, but also for people that are abusers? Do you think it's important for both sides to be reading something like this?
I think it's more important for abusers. My biggest thing about domestic violence is I don't think it is taught early enough in life. Never
Yeah, look at her face, man. She really want to stop this right now. She want to go home.
in my life did I ever get taught what domestic violence was, right? Maybe if I did at an early age, maybe I wouldn't have done what I did.
Have you read
God damn, that was painful to watch. In an old TMZ clip of Brian Hickerson is resurfacing after Hayden Penettiere's death on Sunday at the age of 36. In the interview, he tells viewers to read his chapter in her memoir and admits to everything that she wrote about the abuse is true, saying, I did it. Hickerson served jail time back in 2021 after pleading no contest to 2 felony domestic violence counts against her. Just 3 days before she died. A judge denied his request to have those convictions reduced to misdemeanors or expunged. Reports also confirm Hayden flew out of, Louisiana? Or L.A., my bad. L.A. with Hickerson the day before she was found unresponsive in Greensville, South Carolina. Police have not confirmed a cause of death and say they do not suspect any foul play. And let me take a look at the comments. Why give her abuser a platform? No, I think this is an old clip that resurfaced. I appreciate the accountability, but saying I did it repeatedly with a smile gave a touch of eerie OJ's book energy. God damn, especially since she was with him at her time of death. Like the F, I don't want my mind to go there, but this is not a time to be chanting, I did it. I appreciate the latest documentary on abusers, but this interview is different from that. This feels exploitative, exploit, and an attempt to gain fame. It says that it's an old TMZ clip. He didn't want her to write it in the book, but had no issue saying what he did on TMZ. Why are they interviewing this man for real? Why is this homie taking a TMZ interview from a booth at Chai's Mexican? TMZ out here working to shift the narrative. Why don't y'all do some real journalism and expose the famous predator trying to grape her in a yacht? If anyone ever finds me of an overdose, you better investigate. I was told I would be forcefully OD'd overdose for revealing what I learned about the entertainment industry. One person said in the comments, he did it. That domestic violence, love, and trust hit different for her to take a flight with him and then conveniently pass away. She was on track and back in movies, and she was recovering. This broke my heart, one person said in the comments. Much respect to him for taking accountability and not making excuses. He could have used this opportunity to discredit her or downplay the situation, and he did not do that, one person said in the comments. Wait, this is the man that was putting hands on her in an interview like he's a star? Still drunk as a skunk. This video says a lot. He was just at the court asking the court to admit stuff from her book. Then they got together and now she's gone. They need to look into this story for real. Hayden was on a mission to prove some things. Is he okay for real? He talking like the man in the MIB, Men in Black, when the roaches took over. Oh, snap, I know who you talking about. When the roaches took over. That movie, Men in Black, I think Men in Black 2, you talking about Men in Black 2, when that big-ass roach went and got a human body. That's how he sound like. No one finds it unsettling. He knows the exact page in the book. He sound like he don't even know he's on Earth right now. This whole interview is a dream to him. Speaking of on site, it's on site if I ever see this guy. Oh, snap. White people are getting outraged. What is this right here?
Now,
Lindsay Clancy's mother testifies. Daughter disclosed thoughts of harming her children back in December of 2022. So Lindsay Clancy's mother testifies. Daughter disclosed thoughts of harming her children back in December of 2022.
I know that this is difficult. In December of 2022, do you recall the time that you were in the kitchen with Lindsay and Patrick and she made a statement about her state of mind to her husband, Pat, and you were there?
Yes.
I know it's difficult. Just tell us what you remember.
I remember her being very nervous. I remember her saying, I just have to tell you guys something. And then she told us.
What did she tell you?
She told us that she had thoughts of harming the children.
Thank you very much.
Why don't we take the afternoon recess at this?
Now, I know that this is difficult. In December of 2022, do you recall the time that you were in the kitchen with Lindsay and Patrick and she made a statement about her state of mind to her husband, Pat, and you were there?
Yes.
I know it's difficult. Just tell us what you remember.
I remember her being very nervous. I remember her saying, I just have to tell you guys something. And then she told us.
What did she tell you?
She told us that she had thoughts of harming the children.
Lindsay Clancy's mother, Paul Musgrove, testified as a defense witness that in December 22, Lindsay told her and then husband Patrick, while standing in their kitchen, that she had thoughts of harming the children. Patrick reportedly asked if she meant she couldn't be alone with them, and she said no. On cross-examination, Musgrove, the mother, said she wasn't concerned for the kids' safety at the time because she was always at the house helping care for the children. So the mother was always at the house, the grandmother. The testimony is part of the defense case for an insanity finding tied to postpartum psychosis. Oh, man. Usual suspects. Okay. Just want to say postpartum depression and killings are 5 times lower in Europe due to them allowing mothers to take off 18 months with full pay and receive weekly visits from a nurse and therapist. It takes our body almost a year to create life. Our hormones drop drastically after birth. We are sleep deprived, and then we have to worry about work and bills on top of it. Do better, America. It sounds plausible. That makes a whole lot of sense to me right there. Yes, and people still left her alone with the children. Her husband even took a trip they should have rang and got her section after saying that. Mind you, had it been a Latina or a black woman, she wouldn't be getting the sympathy she's getting. Okay, I hate Instagram. Everyone in the comments speaking without actually following the case. That's what's up. The amount of sympathy she's getting is crazy. The kids. What about the babies? Okay. Casey Anthony Part 2. So why was she left alone with the children? She killed them, period. Also, if she said this why was she left alone with the children? Also, if she said this why was she, come on, man. I don't understand what the confusion is. The lady already said that she killed her children. However, she was going through postpartum and then also on a ton of different psych medications. Her doctor were basically prescribing her new pills without giving her body time to adjust to the ones they just took her off of. I believe that she should be in an insane asylum. Her husband should be barred from ever getting anyone else pregnant, and her doctors should have their license taken away. Case closed. Okay. Then she had another child after sharing that information. So many people failed her. Her husband and mother are not emotional enough. Something is off. She's to them what OJ was to us. There is a difference between having anxiety over your scary thoughts due to medication and threatening to commit a crime. Okay.